Dear cadets, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all at my online class. This is Maqsudur Rahman, lecturer in chemistry, Borishal Cadet College, Borishal. Considering prevailing situation, Borishal Cadet College is providing necessary academic guidelines and short lecture on specific link periodically. It is very necessary to keep yourself inside home along with your family members for avoiding the running pandemic COVID-19. You can see a picture of bleaching powder. You can also see glass cleaner, and you can also see a people spreading fertilizer in the fields. From this picture you can guess today we discuss about third session of chemistry in our lives, chapter 12 for class 10. At the end of this lesson you will be able to explain the preparation of household cleaning substance and mechanism of cleaning, and you can also explain the uses of chemicals in agriculture. So key points of this lesson: one is bleaching powder, toilet cleaner, and glass cleaner, and last one is chemical used in agriculture. So first one is bleaching powder. The chemical formula of bleaching powder is CaOCl. That means calcium chlorohypochlorite. Calcium chlorohypochlorite is called bleaching powder. How we can prepare bleaching powder? So when chlorine gas is passed through calcium hydroxide at 40 degrees Celsius, we can produce bleaching powder. That means calcium chlorohypochlorite. When chlorine gas is passed through calcium hydroxide at 40 degrees Celsius temperature, we get bleaching powder. So bleaching powder is used to remove or make colorless the ink of ballpoint or any other color which cannot be removed from clothes or detergent or soap. That means the substance or the color that is not possible to remove by using detergent or soap can be removed by using bleaching powder. It also kills germs on floor, commode, basin, etc. So now, spot removing technique of bleaching powder. How we can remove spot by using bleaching powder? When bleaching powder adds with water, it produces calcium chloride and hypochlorous acid. That means when bleaching powder reacts with water, it produces calcium chloride and hypochlorous acid. This hypochlorous acid instantly dissociates and produces nascent oxygen. This is the formula of nascent oxygen, and this nascent oxygen is responsible for decolorize the colorful substance. So colorful materials plus nascent oxygen, it results colorless materials. This nascent oxygen also kills germ. So when germ is present in clothes or basin or commode, etc., it reacts with nascent oxygen and germ kills. So in this process, bleaching powder removes spot from clothes and it also kills germs from basin, commodes, etc. Now, toilet cleaner. Main ingredients of toilet cleaner is sodium hydroxide, and in toilet cleaner, sodium hypochlorite is also used besides of sodium hydroxide. Toilet cleaner is used to clean basin, commodes, etc. There are oily materials, protein materials, organic and inorganic materials of different colors and germs and bacteria in toilet, basin and commodes. So when toilet cleaner is applied on toilets, basin, commodes, etc., sodium hydroxide react with oily or protein substance. And sodium hypochlorite reacts with substance and germ of different colors and damages the efficiency of these germs and other substance. So we can say that in toilet cleaner, sodium hydroxide removes oily materials, protein materials, organic and inorganic materials from toilet, basin or commodes. And sodium hypochlorite, it kills germs. So now mechanism of cleaning of toilet cleaners. When toilet cleaner is poured on the toilet, different constituent of toilet cleaner react in different ways. For example, sodium hypochlorite reacts with water and form sodium hydroxide and hypochlorous acid. This hypochlorous acid instant dissociates into hydrochloric acid and nascent oxygen, and this nascent oxygen is responsible for making colorless of the colorful materials, and it also kills germs of the commodes, basins, etc. So now glass cleaner. The detergent which is used for cleaning glass is called glass cleaner, and when there is oil, fat or grease on glass, they attract dust and make dirt on glass. To clean glass, such a kind of cleaning materials is used which react with oil, fat or glass, but not react with sodium silicate. This sodium silicate or calcium silicate is the main ingredients of glass. So we have to select a compounds that clean glass. That means it removes oil, fat or grease, but does not react with sodium silicate or calcium silicate. That is the main constituent of the glass. So that's why in case of glass cleaner, we use isopropyl alcohol and ammonium hydroxide. The mixture of isopropyl alcohol and ammonium hydroxide is called glass cleaner. So technique of cleaning glass with glass cleaner. When glass cleaner is applied on glass, ammonium hydroxide reacts with inorganic substance on the glass and removes them from the glass. And if there is any organic substance, that means oil, fat or grease on the glass, isopropyl alcohol dissolve the organic substance and remove it from the glass. So the two ingredients, one is ammonium hydroxide that is responsible for removing inorganic substance, and isopropyl alcohol is responsible for the removing organic substance from the glass. And we have to use mask before using glass cleaner, because ammonium hydroxide of the glass cleaner may enter our nose or and mouth. So before using glass cleaner, we need to wear mask. So the main elements of glass cleaner is ammonia gas. So how we can prepare ammonia gas? In laboratory, we can prepare ammonium gas by reacting with ammonium chloride with quicklime or slacked lime. When ammonium chloride react with quicklime, that is calcium oxide, we get ammonia gas, calcium chloride and water. We can also produce ammonia gas by reacting with ammonium chloride and calcium hydroxide. This is the slacked lime. So we can say that when ammonium hydroxide react with quicklime or slacked lime, in both cases we get ammonia gas. So this is the preparation of lab preparation of ammonia gas. Now industrial preparation of ammonia gas. Industrially, ammonia gas is prepared by Haber-Bosch process. For this, nitrogen and hydrogen gas is required. The source of nitrogen is air. We know that 4/5 of the air is nitrogen. If we cool air, then nitrogen is separated as liquid from the air. And the main source of hydrogen is natural gas and water. From natural gas, we can collect hydrogen gas, and from air, we can collect nitrogen gas. And industrially, by using Haber-Bosch process, 1 mole of nitrogen react with 3 mole of hydrogen in presence of iron catalyst at 450 to 550 degrees Celsius and 200 to 250 atmospheric pressure. We can produce ammonia gas. And from this reaction, we find that this is an exothermic reaction. What is exothermic reaction? The reaction in which heat is evolved is known as exothermic reaction. So when 1 mole nitrogen react with 3 mole hydrogen, we get 2 mole ammonia gas and 92 kilojoule heat is evolved. So this is an exothermic reaction, and by this process we can produce ammonia gas, and this process is known as Haber process. So now chemistry in agriculture. First one is limestone. Limestone is valuable mineral resources in our country. Huge quantities of limestone is found in Sunamganj district and Saint Martin Island. Limestone is used as the main element of producing cement. In case of producing cement, we use limestone. And if the soil becomes acidic, that means when the quantity of H+ increases in the soil, we use limestone to reduce the acidity, because calcium carbonate react with H+ ion and produce calcium ion, carbon dioxide and water. As a result, acidity decreases, acidity of the soil decreases. So to reduce acidity, we use limestone. Another substance that is used in agriculture, and that is urea. Here is the chemical formula of urea, that is NH2 to CO is the chemical formula of urea. So how we can prepare urea? Urea is produced by heating liquid carbon dioxide and ammonia mixture at 130 to 150 degree Celsius temperature. At first, when carbon dioxide react with ammonia gas, we get ammonium carbamate at 130 to 150 degree Celsius temperature. This ammonium carbamate is broken or dissociates into urea and water. By this process, we can produce urea. So in shortly, if I say carbon dioxide react with ammonia at 130 to 150 degree Celsius, ammonium carbamate is produced. This ammonium carbamate undergoes dissociation and urea is produced. And this urea is used as fertilizer. How plants absorb urea? So when ammonia applied on soil, it reacts with water and produce NH3 and carbon dioxide. This ammonia dissolve with water and produce ammonium hydroxide, and ammonium hydroxide dissociates into ammonium ion and waste minus ion and water, and plants absorb this ammonium ion. So by absorbing ammonium ion, the deficiency of nitrogen can be removed in plants. So we can say that urea is the main source of nitrogen of plants. Now, ammonium sulfate. When ammonia reacts with sulfuric acid, we get ammonium sulfate. This ammonium sulfate, you can see that main elements of ammonia is nitrogen and sulfur. So by using ammonium sulfate, plants absorb nitrogen as well as sulfur from the ammonium sulfate fertilizer. So ammonium sulfate can react with alkali or base. So when amount of alkali increases in soil, ammonium sulfate is used on soil to decrease the amount of alkali. So in previous we see that limestone is used to reduce acidity, and in this slide you can see that ammonium sulfate is used to reduce the amount of alkali, and it is a very important nutrient for plants. Plant absorb nitrogen and sulfur from this fertilizer. So today we learned about bleaching powder, its preparation and mechanism of cleaning. Glass cleaner, its preparation and mechanism of cleaning. Toilet cleaner, its preparation and mechanism of cleaning. And agricultural uses of limestone, urea and ammonium sulfate. If you have any question, please write it in comment box. Here I have a home task for you. That is a CQ question. When Rohim tried to clean glass of window, he used substance that is used in case of toilet cleaning. So he felt some problem. He sometimes use urea for his garden's plant. So first question is, what is limestone? Second one is bleaching powder used in water safe for drinking? Number 3, why did Rohim feel problem for cleaning glass of windows? Number 4, analyze the absorption of stated substance by Rohim's plant. So thank you very much. Thank you for your participation. I want to say you again that you must stay at home. Make your family member conscious about novel coronavirus COVID-19, and continue your study and make the best use of your time. Thank you. Thank you very much.